Hello everyone, welcome back to Anmoll Astrology channel. So this video is the second part of the second part. Okay, so first we discussed about the fire ascendants. Now we are going to discuss about, let me see, earth ascendants. Okay, so I'll just quickly share my screen. Just a second. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so now we are going to talk about earth signs. So if your ascendant falls between 6 degrees 40 minutes to 10 degrees Taurus, then you're going to have Navamsa to be as Pisces. Now it's the 11th relationship and element is going from the earth to the water. So in the previous video also I explained about the 11th relationship, but we are going to talk in an explanatory part with this respect. Okay, so now going from Taurus to Pisces in itself, if you know about the elements, if you understand the elements really well, you'll be able to recognize that how difficult of this transition is going from earth to water. Becoming from a very practical person, you are now becoming a person who is more into emotions, right? Because see, there's a very big difference between earth with zodiac signs and the water zodiac signs, and that is that earth zodiac signs are very analytical, they are patient. Whenever they have to make a decision, their decision will be actually very very calculative, very fair. They'll always think about pros and cons before even taking any step. But when it's about water zodiac sign, their decisions can be actually associated with their emotions. So Pisces is a very intuitive zodiac sign, whereas Taurus is a very, very practical zodiac sign, right? Taurus is all about the second house matters. It's about your lifestyle, it's about your money, it's about your security, it's about your stability. Whereas Pisces is actually about the 12th house, it's about oblivion, being oblivion about everything. Taurus is about accumulating money, possessing money, whereas Pisces is actually about expenditure, expenses, just spending money, right? So that's basically the difference between, it's the opposition between these two zodiac signs. So now you are having this transition. So this transition could be very challenging, but the Pushkara Navamsa part is that this transition is going to happen because of the recognition. You'll be recognized within your society, you'll get support from people, you'll get recognitions from your social circle, from your career and everything, because of which you'll develop an attitude. Like suppose because of Taurus ascendant, you have always seen in your life that how important money is, but because of your association with friends, because of your social circle, because of your work, you'll understand that there's so much more to it. Finances are not everything. There's some understandability, there's some philanthropy, there's spirituality. Those things are also equally important. Okay, so that's the transition you face from going from a Taurus earth sign to water Pisces and having an 11th relationship. So the Pushkara Navamsa part becomes activated, that you're fortunate when it's about getting recognition, when it's about connecting socially with people. But you'll also see, first you were connecting more with people with whom you have monetary benefits, financial benefits, but afterwards it is going to be more about spirituality, having people who motivate you to go into spirituality and motivate you to have a peace environment full of peace, full of quietness, full of love and emotions. Okay, but remember, Pisces is actually a very, very very, very flickery zodiac sign, I would say. Out of all the zodiac signs of water element, you'll see this particular zodiac sign to be something you can't understand easily, because it has a lot of duality within it. Although Pisces people are considered to be the water element, so it's considered to be soft, sensitive, but you can actually see Piscean people to be very aggressive also whenever the aggression comes out. Okay, so that's also one thing with Pisces. Now, if you have your ascendant at 13 degrees 20 minutes and 16 degrees 40 minutes, if your ascendant is between these degrees, then it could it is going to go from Taurus to Taurus. So again, Vargothama ascendant, I did clear in the previous video of fire ascendants that Vargothama ascendant, according to me, is not the best ascendant to have, although Vargothama planets are very good to have. Why not Vargothama ascendant? Because what happens, it somehow lacks adjustability, and it lacks adjustment and change in life. There's no adaptability with Vargothama, because what happens, however you are born, whatever nature you have developed, you are going to project similar nature throughout your life. You're not willing to change for any partner, since it is a part of Navamsa. Navamsa is your spouse and related to the relationship between you and your spouse. So you are not subject to so much change with your spouse. So you will always see people having Vargothama ascendants. Either they get married late in life, or they find it very hard to sustain a marriage, because there's no adjustability. Although they'll think or they'll say that we are trying to adjust, but it's not actually there. They're very picky with the decision of marriage. They are very picky with the decision of the partner. So that's why Vargothama ascendant actually just means that you are in a particular domain, and you are just perfecting yourself. You are just strengthening your foot and roots within that particular zodiac sign, and you're not subject to change, right? So that's the thing with Vargothama. So going from Taurus to Taurus, you're going to remain like that, but you're going to be fortunate enough according to the second house matters, which are related to finances, lifestyle, security, monetary security, emotional security, and you're going to be very practical throughout your life. And you are going to have a good lifestyle. You're going to go towards the growth. You're going to have good possessions in your life. You're going to always trying to invest into different things, like like funds, like jewelry, like fixed assets, things like that. Okay, and this also makes you very blunt individual, since it's the second house and it's Taurus. It's a very practical mindset. Okay, so, and yes, you also receive a lot of help from your family side also, because second house is Taurus. So that basically, that house has become strengthened here. Okay, now the next one is Virgo. So if your ascendant is between 6 degrees 40 minutes Virgo to 10 degrees Virgo, you're going to go into Pisces. Now you're going to shift 180 degrees from a Mercurian planet, Mercurian nature, you're going to go into Jupiterian nature. First, you were all about, contracts, business. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to be perfect in everything, I'm critical, I'm judgmental and everything. Now you are Pisces. Now you are like, whatever happens, I don't care. So that's actually the attitude of Pisces people. They are in their own world. They're not that people who are very careful, who are going to get hurt on the slightest thing. Although they are sensitive, but they're sensitive about their own emotions. They're sensitive about their surroundings, but they don't I'll give you an example. If you see a Virgo individual, you'll always see that those people will be like, okay, why this bottle is not here, why it is there, I kept it here, I wanted it to stay here. But Pisces will be like, no worries, it's just moved, someone would have moved it, it's fine, right? So that's the difference. But Pisces, since I told earlier also, their anger can be very abrupt. So sometimes when there is a cluster of planets in Pisces, you don't know when they can react. Maybe they are more angry than any other zodiac sign. Okay, but of course, one thing you'll understand with the seventh relationship and seventh transition is that these people are going to travel at a very large distance. They're not going to live in their homeland, right? And this can happen after marriage, or it can happen before marriage also, if this person chooses to get married after 35, 36, or even after that. Okay, but yes, you're going from an earth sign to a water sign. That's a very, very big transition. And going from Virgo to Pisces is like going from a very, very logical and financial land. You're going to a very expensive, expensive, I don't know what's the word for it, but the land where you are making expenses, where you do not care how much money you are accumulating within, but you just want to be in isolation. You want to enjoy your personal time. You want to just be in your own world. You don't care about the whatever material problems are there, whatever debts are there, whatever things are there. Okay, so that's the transition there. Now the second one is Virgo. If you have a planet, in between 13 degrees 20 minutes to 16 degrees 40 minutes, then you're going from a Virgo ascendant to a Taurus ascendant, and the relationship is ninth, but the element is same. So you're going from earth to earth. The only thing is that what happens going from a Virgo to Taurus, the Pushkara part is that you're going to learn a lot, right? You're going to have good higher learnings which are going to help you build a fortune for yourself, and you'll be fortunate enough also. What kind of learning? Now this is the question. The kind of learning is that you're going from Virgo, the sixth house, to the second house. Maybe you are born in a family which has debts or which has problems or conflicts going on around. Maybe already your father has some legal cases that is going on, which has disturbed your home environment and things like that. Because of whatever experiences you have seen in your surroundings, you learn a lot out of it. And after learning a lot out of it, you understand that why finances are important, why stability is important, why security is important. So you tend to become a person who works really, really hard, who works maybe two jobs so as to get good money and accumulate good possession in life, so as to earn for themselves, so as to get comforts in their life which they have been deprived of. So if you see someone going from Virgo to Taurus, you can just go and ask them. They would have had this transformation in their life, right? And they would be very independent individuals who are trying to earn for themselves, even though their family has provided for them. Maybe they have given them a sufficient amount of whatever parents plan to give their child, but still they'll always try to work hard. They'll always try to save money. They'll always try to have a very practical approach towards how the spendings should be. So that's actually the lesson they have learned. That's actually the Pushkara Navamsa part, because the ninth becomes active here. They get learnings from, see, ninth doesn't mean just higher learning about religious factors. It also means higher learning and higher understanding of everything and anything, any sort of trauma that you have faced, any sort of difficulty and challenge you have faced. Ninth, whenever it connects, it just means that you are getting the understanding of it. You have actually gotten a stick on your head with that particular thing, be it be finances, be it be relationships, be it be career. You just got that stick on your head, and now now you balance yourself, and you're like, okay, this is what universe is trying to teach me, and I'll do that. Okay. Now the last one is Capricorn. So if your Navamsa, if your ascendant goes 6 degrees 40 minutes to 10 degrees Capricorn, then you're going to go into Pisces. Again, you're going from an earth sign to a water sign. Okay. And the relationship is third. Again, the transition is there. But going from a Capricorn sign, Capricorn is very restricted, right? Going from a quiet, restricted, practical, hardworking individual, a karma believer. Now you go into a sign which doesn't care about organization, discipline. They are in their own world, but they want to connect with much larger people. They are not anymore very quiet and very um, introvert, right? So that's a very, very different energy. So again, a lot of efforts are required for these particular individual. The Pushkara Navamsa part is that these people gather enough courage, they get support from their surroundings, their intimate surroundings. First of all, they get support from their siblings, and they get support from their close relatives, close friends, neighbors, local government, right? And they get that support so as to align into spirituality and align into a very different nature. They somehow, you'll see, after marriage, these people actually try to absorb the emotions which they have actually ignored previously, because Capricorn is a very that's a Saturnian sign. You somehow do not acknowledge your emotions for way longer than expected. But when it's about you going from Capricorn to some water sign, that means you are now trying to, you know, realize your emotions, acknowledge your emotions, and talk about it. Okay, so that's the Pushkara Navamsa part with Capricorn. Okay, so last one is 13. If your ascendant falls in 13 degrees 20 minutes to 16 degree 40 minutes Capricorn, then you're going to go into Taurus. You're going from one earth sign to another earth sign, and the relationship is fifth. Now again, I told you guys that this basically, whenever there's a fifth relationship, a person is very fortunate. They have gathered all of their past life good karmas, and they're going to get the fruits in this life. Now this person is going to do very well in terms of career, and their relationship, the affair that we have talked about, that whenever whenever you have Navamsa fifth from your D1 chart, there is some sort of affair that may come around in your life, apart from marriage. That could be because of your work, that could be because of your social circle. Okay, so this happens. That could be also because you just want to enjoy that pleasure, you want someone around you. Okay, you want to have that enjoyment. It's not more so about that emotions part, right? Here it is more about the enjoyment and pleasure oriented part. Okay, so that's why it happens. So going from Capricorn to Taurus, it's like you have worked really, really hard all your life, and then in the later part of your life, the Pushkara Navamsha basically is going to reap its fruit like this, that they are going to give you good money, good finances, a stable life, a secure future, secure retirement plan, and it is going to give you a very practical relationship with your children also, because it's the fifth house. So after the birth of the first child also, all of these things can get activated. Okay, so this was about the earth signs. I hope it was helpful for every one of you. Now next one we are going to discuss for the air signs. Okay, so I'll just so guys, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you guys would like to have your personal readings from me, you can check out the link below, www.anmollastrology.com, and under the consultation section, you can book a personal reading for yourself. And also you can refer to unique reading section if you would like to have other readings like nakshatra analysis, Tribhagi analysis, and spiritual growth analysis. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care.